Welcome everyone to this video, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to access the new Forgotten City. Now, the Forgotten City, if you don't know already, is a new area in Destiny 2 Forsaken DLC, and in my opinion it is probably one of the most fascinating new areas I have seen in a Destiny map before. It's much better than what Mars was for the Wall Mind, and it is much better than what Mercury was for the Curse of Osiris DLC. So if you haven't already got this Forsaken DLC and you're like on the edge of whether you should get it or not, in my personal opinion, I think you should. So let's just get straight into this video. Now, upon finishing the campaign, you'll realise that when you look at your map, there'll be a new quest or a new milestone where you have to go speak to Petrovenge. So all you got to do for this one is just go into patrol, go over to where Spider's lair is, and then you'll notice that she awards you with this broken awoken talisman. Now, this broken awoken talisman will need repairing, and now in order to do that there'll be a bunch of steps that you'll need to take, and then after this there'll also be like some quests that you'll need to do in order to access this for your patrol. Now, once you grab this, it will say to you right here you need to return to Spider's lair. So after you've grabbed the broken and awoken talisman, just go over and speak to Spider. As you can see, I'm too busy messing around with my Destiny Dynasty because I realised that it was in Destiny 1 and it was a great nostalgic feeling, but forget about this part. All you need to do is, it'll say your milestones, just go speak to Spider, and then when you approach Spider right here, it will tell you welcome back my friend after completing the campaign, and then all you got to do is just accept it, and then you'll be able to move on to the next step, which is actually repairing the talisman. Now, the first place to find this, you'll have 3 different areas, and then this one will be in the heart of a spider's web. Now, for this one, all you got to do is go on to patrol in Thieves' Den, where you usually go, but you can do this straight after where you go speak to Spider. So all you have to do for that is literally just stick to the left hand side of the map where you go from Spider. So as you can see here, that's where Spider is. Where you come out, just stick to the left hand side, and then go to this lost sector here. Now, from this, it's quite simple. All you got to do is just bash away through this, make sure you kill the final boss and everything like that, and then once you kill all the bosses and all the enemies, make your way to where the cache is, where you can actually deposit the cache code, and then once you do this, it should give you one of the parts to repair the talisman. So as you can see right here, I'm on my way over to where the cache is located. I open it, and it should reward me with a talisman fragment, which it does right here. Now, moving on to this next area, it'll be in the Four-Horn Gulch. Now, from Thieves Landing, all you got to do is hang right and go up the elevator and just follow the road. And again, this one will be located in a different lost sector, but the same principle again. All you got to do is just bash away straight through it, kill everyone, kill the final boss, and then open the cache, and it should reward you. So as you can see right here, I'm at the end, killing all the enemies. Now I'm making my way up to the cache, and then once I open it, it should give me the next step. Now, when I upload this video, there is a glitch at the moment where it doesn't actually show your fragment, but just to ensure you it does work, go to inventory, and then it should be under there saying out of 2, which is right there. Now, the last one is located in the Jetsam of Saturn, which is located in the southwest of the map, and it's again same principle. Just go through the lost sector and get the last cache code, which is the last fragment that you need to repair the talisman. Now, before I forget, you can do this in any order that you want, but in my personal opinion, this is the most suitable for me because it was the quickest route I could take from spawning in from Thieves' Landing. Now, once you do this, kill the final servitor, and then you don't have to worry about the enemies if you don't want to. Just do what I did, just run across, get the cache code, and then once you open this, it will give you the last one, and then it should tell you that it is done now, because it will say inert awoken talisman. Now, just to make sure it does work, go to the inventory, and it should say to you a next step. As you can see here, it's telling me to now return to Spider again. So on your way back to Spider, go speak to him. You'll know that he has something because he'll have the little sign next to him. And then again, simple thing, just accept it again, and then it'll give you amended awoken talisman. Now, there are quite a few steps in this, so you need to make sure you keep up with this. So now when you go to inventory, it'll give you a new step that you need to take, which is when you have to absorb darkness. Now this one's quite relatively simple. All you got to do is just kill Taken. Now personally I did it using Gambit, but you could do it in like strikes or whatever. It doesn't really matter what you do. The sledge or Soldier in F, very good location for Taken. So as you can see here, this is me getting my 100% during the Gambit match, and now it all tied into an imbalance to Woken Talisman. So again, do whatever course of action you want to take to kill Taken. It doesn't really matter, just get 100%. And then once you get the new talisman, just go over it, and then again you'll have to return back to Spider. So once you spawn back into Spider's safe house, just go speak to him again. You know who has him again because he has the icon. So once you land, just go back to him, and then he'll give you the next step in what to do. So as you can see right here, I am now talking to him. I will accept the next part, and now it will give me a semi-charged Awoken Talisman. Now this next step can be a bit of a pain. Like, it's nothing too hard, nothing too strenuous whatsoever. It's more about patience and waiting. So for this one, as you can see, it just tells me I need to do the public event called Ether Harvest. Now there is only one location for this, and you need to go to the Four-Horn Gulch, which I showed you earlier in this video, and just wait around for the public event. You'll know you'll have the right one because you'll see a little dead servitor spawn in right here. As you can see, I know I'm in the right public event right here, and then it should say coming up on my screen right now, there should be an Ether Harvest. Now from what I gather, you don't need to do this in heroic mode whatsoever, because I did it in normal because we didn't shoot all of the orbs that come. So if you ever do want to do it in heroic, once you do this, you'll see this ether traveling over to it, and all you got to do is just shoot it down. But if one of them touches it, then you won't be able to get it into heroic mode. So as you can see here, that one touches, so you won't be able to get it into heroic. Now this step's relatively simple. Just make sure you get a shot. If you're with other people's, make sure you get a shot into each captain, otherwise it won't work. If the random people manage to kill one without you shooting them, it won't actually count, and you'll need to wait until you do another public event again. So it is a bit of a pain, so just make sure you get at least one shot into each one of the chieftains. So as you can see, it's a relatively simple public event. Nothing, like I said, nothing too strenuous whatsoever. Just make sure you kill all of them, and then upon killing all 3 chieftains, all you got to do now is just kill the final boss, and then it should reward you with the last one. So as you can see here, it will say in the text an Ether Abomination comes to collect. As you can see, it's so simple to kill him. Obviously, I know I've said that we had 3 people, but it is a really easy boss to kill, so don't worry about like thinking it's going to be hard or whatsoever. And then once you kill the final boss, as you can see here, you don't have to kill out the final enemies, but any minute now you should see, there we go, there's a brute balanced awoken talisman, and it should give you a brute talisman fragment. However, the talisman fragment won't appear whatsoever in your inventory, so don't worry about that. The main one is the balanced awoken talisman. Now obviously here, see how it doesn't say anything whatsoever. All you've got to do now is just travel back to Spider's safe house and then talk to Spider and Petra. So as you can see here, I'm back at Spider's safe house. I'm going to speak to Spider right now. After speaking to Spider, you just got to accept it, and he'll give you a new milestone, which is to actually complete the quest. And it's actually a good mission in my opinion. You'll enjoy it, but make sure you're at least 500 light before you do this, because the final boss, it is quite tough in a way. Not that he doesn't, it's not like he does a lot of damage, it's more to the fact he has a lot of health. So just make sure you gear up before you go there. Obviously make sure you're not too under light whatsoever, so just make this easier process. Now in my opinion, I like this, and you should know you're on the right track because you'll get this cutscene halfway through, which I will leave now.
Before she went to war, Queen Mara left me with 3 orders. Protect our people, hide our secrets, believe in the plan. I have protected, I have hidden, I have believed. Now I want answers. I want to know what drove Uldren to madness. I want to kill whatever evil has crept into the Dreaming City. And most of all, I want to see my queen again. I want to know that she lives.
So as you can see, that gives us our first glimpse of what the Dreaming City is actually about, and it also gives you a feel of why we're actually there and what we're going to be doing there. So as you can see, we're going to be taking over that area. We need to claim it back essentially because there's a darkness that is overrun it, which is where the raid will be taking place, which I've got a feeling it's going to be something to do with that Riven character that we see at the end of the campaign. So I'm having to look forward to that. But here we are in the Dreaming City. The very first steps that you will take, firstly you need to complete this mission, otherwise you won't be able to access this. But as you can see, it's such a large area, and it's such a weird area which we've never encountered before because of how like large and flat it is. Like, I've never seen a map so flat in my life before. So all you just got to do is just bash out straight through the campaign, and then it'll be a relatively simple process. So here I am at the end, killing the final enemy. As like I said, he is quite tough, so just make sure you got everything that you need for him. So as you can see here, I'm about to finish him off right here for the last piece that I need for the mission, which is an actual offering for the Oracle. And then once you have this offering, it's a relatively simple process. Just go back to Petra again just to finish off the mission. So as you can see here, I'm on my way all the way back to Petra. What I must say about this area of the Dreaming City is there's a lot to do. This DLC is meant to be the largest endgame experience the Destiny has had in ages. So this is the essential key part basically of this DLC. So originally Petra will be standing where I am right now, but what you want to do is go up these stairs and follow her onto the 2nd floor. So you'll know where I am because this part right here, this will be the 1st floor, and then to my left right here, this will be the 2nd floor. And then all you got to do is present the offering, and again it will lead to a different scene, which is very important to listen to.
Petrovenge.
Mara, you're alive. I'm so... I mean, my queen.
And I see you brought the Guardian.
Yes. Forgive me, Your Grace. But I have news. Your brother, Prince Uldren, is...
Dead. I know.
Of course. His soul was corrupted by the Taken. He suffered from delusions, which I now believe were caused by...
Riven.
Yes, milady. She too has been taken. As have Kali, Shuro, and Sadia.
So many loved ones turned against us.
Tell me what to do, my lady. Please.
Assemble a team, Petra. Send them into the heart of the city. Kill that creature and extract its heart. I offer the riches of our realm as bounty. Open the gates and let the Guardians in. I must go. The battle rages on. If you have news, send it. I will answer as I am able. Stay strong, my Wrath. I believe in you.
You were right.
Yes. Mara Sov, Queen of the Awoken, lives. I'm going to get my ship. Meet me when you can.
So as you can see, that was a very key part in that, where Marasov actually says let the Guardians in, and then upon completion you should get this notification saying new destination is now available. So congratulations, you are now able to access the Dreaming City in patrol. So obviously this place has been a long-winded process, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously you could do it partially quicker than me, because I did take my time with this. I actually wanted to like experience the story more as I could. I wanted to take my time with it. But the Dreaming City is the one key area that I wanted, and it will be located to the very far east of your map, which is right here. And as you can see, it's not a small location by any means necessary. There's quite a lot to do. You've got the blind well, which I will go into a different video about why that is important and what to do. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And while you're at it, why not check out my other videos? So thank you for watching and peace.